Oh my days. Oh my god. Oh man. Oh my god, bro. What a game of nothing but suffering. Suffering. That's all I can say. That's how I can sum up this game. Suffering, excitement, suffering. Wow, what a game. What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video of the Football Vida channel, in which today we're going to quickly talk about the Barcelona win over Benfica for the round of 16 of the Champions League, where we win 1-0 with a goal from Rafinha. Oh man, what a game, what a game, what a game. All I can say is nothing but suffering, man. To be honest, like nothing but why do they do this to us, bro? Like, why did they do this to us? Why do you have to make us suffer, bro? That was just giving me flashbacks to the PSG game, flashbacks to the Madrid game, even though we were 3-0 up at that point. You know, a red card just makes you stressed the whole time. I was just, wow. But yeah, let's quickly talk about the game. Before we get into it, you already know what to do. Like, subscribe, favorite, hit the notification bell for every time we upload. Share to your friends that love football, that love Barcelona, and let me know down in the comments who was your man of the match, did we deserve to win, and how would this draw end for the second game at the Montjuic? Let me know. All right, Barcelona line up today with SZCZESNY and goal, back line of Koundé, Cubarsí, Inigo Martinez, Alejandro Balde. Midfield of Frenkie de Jong, Pedri, Dani Olmo, and up top Lamine, Rafinha, and Lewandowski. Strong lineup. I think a lineup that a lot of us expected, especially from the back line. I think that was the most expected one. I think the only if moments were the if things were either Casado or Frenkie de Jong, but from what's his name, Flake decided to go with Frenkie de Jong today. When we compare it to the first time that we played them, the main three differences are Dani Olmo in for Gavi, Frenkie de Jong in for Casado, and Inigo Martinez in for what's his name, for Araujo. Those are the main the main differences from the first game. So yeah, not a bad lineup. I like the lineup. It was a pretty good lineup. And from the beginning of the match, when the game started, boom, when I was like, what's going on? What happened? What's happening here? 30 seconds in, Benfica almost score a goal with an amazing save from SZCZESNY, bro. Amazing hand from SZCZESNY. Just got down, boom, saved it. Incredible save, and saved us from going down very early into the match. And I'm just like, let's just not do this again, bro. We did this already once with them already. The first time we played them in the group stages, where they scored 3 minutes in. We just did this against Atletico Madrid, where they literally scored 2 minutes in. Why are we giving them these chances this early on? Like, come on, wake up, wake up, wake up. But yeah, after that, they almost scored. It was a game of back and forth where we were controlling the ball, but we weren't really creating much. And at the same time, they were trying to attack us and creating a little bit. But I think in the first half is before the red card, like around the 22nd minute, I think we both had like one clear chance. We had a clear chance where we got a ball into the box. It was just, we started kicking around. The goalie saved it. Yamal had an easy shot, but Lewa gets in the way and takes the shot instead. I don't know why. And boom, from there, that was like really our only dangerous chance in that first. Actually, no, not our only dangerous chance, but like the clearest chance that we could have had before the red card. And then the 22nd minute, we get a red card. Pau Cubarsí gets the red card for taking down Paldevis, the striker from Benfica, after he got through between Inigo and him, and then he just took him down. Like, he was saying that he got to the ball, but he got nowhere near the ball. Deserved red. Get out of the game. It's done. The Barcelona players were arguing that one of their players pushed our players to win the header that was in the air because the ball was coming down in the air, and one of the Benfica players pushed our players. I forgot if it was the striker himself. I don't know who. I forgot, but the Barcelona players were, saying that that's a foul, like that we shouldn't get a red card, like the play shouldn't even continue because we got pushed. But the referee's like, no, it was a fair play. They got through. Paldevis got through easily between Cubarsí and Inigo, and a red card for Cubarsí. And what frustrated me of that was two things. One, I was expecting SZCZESNY to come out in that kind of situation, like he usually always does, but he decided this time, okay, Cubarsí, you got it. And the second one was the fact that the players just all put their hands up like this and like waiting for a referee call. I'm like, bro, play to the whistle. You have to play to the whistle. They didn't play to the whistle. They were trying to get that foul from one of our players getting pushed. The referee didn't call it. Play to the whistle. Just how like you play how you continue to play every offside that you know is offside. You have to play until the linesman puts his flag up. It's the same thing right there, but they didn't. They shut down. They turned off, and Pardavis easily got through Inigo and Kubarsi, and that's what Kubarsi had to sacrifice. But yeah, from there on, it was just a stressful first half where Benfica clearly were holding on to the ball a lot more. They were clearly dominating in terms of possession for sure and trying to create a lot of chances, but they didn't really create a lot of chances. After we went down 10 men, we actually were very solid, like defensively wise. Araujo came in for Dani Olmo. In my opinion, I don't think that was the best decision. I was advocating because I streamed this match, so anyone who saw that stream, I was suffering through that. But I was saying that Dani Olmo should come on, should stay on, and Lewandowski should come off because before that, Lewandowski is literally the same as the first game where he was just very frustrating on the ball. Every time he got the ball, he lost it. Like he was clearly our target man. Every time we just try to play from the back, like clear from the back because Benfica were pressing is good, especially after the red card. So we just had to bomb it straight to him. Szczesny kept giving it to him because he's our tallest, strongest player that we have up top, but he kept getting bullied by Otamendi or from the other center back. Like he couldn't win any balls. So I was saying keep Dani Olmo in because he could play the false nine role, and then and have Araujo and come in for Alewa because I didn't think Lewa was going to really do much for us. And overall, he helped in some plays, but I wouldn't say it was a perfect performance from Lewandowski at all. I think he was more frustrating than he was helpful. But all right, Araujo comes in for Dani Olmo, who in the beginning started off strong as well. But yeah, besides that, we were just, it was a game of suffering, just defending for our lives, making sure we go into the first half without conceding because it was a good. Kubarsi got it around the 22nd minute, and then what they got, that's a lot of time. There's still like 18 minutes left, or not even more than 20 minutes left for the first half to end. So it was a game of suffering, but thankfully we didn't concede any. We had the clearer chances. 3 like different counterattacks after we were defending for our lives. 3 different counterattacks where Rafinha just kept messing every single one up. Like the last one we had where Rafinha, Yamal was by himself. Not by himself. He was getting marked, but it was a great pass from Yamal to Rafinha. He gets through, but Rafinha for some reason gives it to Yamal or tries to give it to Yamal when there was already a defender in front of him. But Level was by himself. Or what I expected from a player like Rafinha, the clutch player that we've been seeing this whole game, this whole Champions League and in general the whole season, was to him to bang it in. What he did against Bayern, what he did against Borussia Dortmund, what he did against Madrid, where he had the confidence to take it from him because he had some space to shoot or bang it in something. But he messed it up. But we messed up countless counterattacks in that first half. We could have been up before even Benfica, but yeah, that was the name of the game. But thankfully, at least we didn't go down in that first half. That was the most important thing for sure. Second half, again, it's just suffering. I just expected this game to be a game of suffering, like we all expected, because Benfica. The main threat of Benfica is their overlapping runs, their overlapping plays that they try to make between their fullbacks, their player, any player in general. I think they just that's their game. Like they just try to hit you with the overlap and then boom, put in some dangerous crosses into the box, which they did multiple times this game, especially in that second half where they put in multiple dangerous crosses, but thankfully it led to nothing. Again, but we got to give credit to the man of the match. Like Pedri ended up getting the man of the match at the end of the game, but in general, 100% who deserved the man of the match was Szczesny. Wow, man. He was incredible today, and it's clear now as to why Flick decided to go with Szczesny for the rest of the season instead of Iñaki Peña, because experience matters, and obviously we know that Szczesny is a better goalkeeper than Iñaki Peña, and he proved it today because he saved us countless times. I gotta say a lot of the shots from Benfica were very limp and not much power and just straight at Szczesny, but there were some clear chances too that they had, and thankfully they messed up because of Szczesny's presence in the box and in the goal. All I gotta say is, thank you, Szczesny. I love you. Besides Szczesny, if I were to give another player a man of the match, I think, Pedri won the man of the match at the end of the game. I think Pedri, first half was kind of iffy. I think he wasn't really controlling the ball as much as we probably should have. We needed him to, but the second half, 100%, he stepped up massively. He was controlling the game for us, controlling the ball, controlling the tempo for us not to lose the ball constantly, and, trying to get us, on the front foot as much as possible. So second half, he was great. First half, kind of slow from him, but second half, he was incredible. But besides him, I would give it to Juice Koundé, bro. He today stepped up massively. He was incredible defensively. Like in the beginning of the match, he was stepping forward, stepping into the attackers of Benfica, like not allowing them to get out of their own half from the right side at least. Like he was just stepping up. He was, another level today in terms of defensively wise. And then in the second half, when we had to defend even more, even better, bro. He was just defending, not allowing any threat from the left side. Yeah, I just got to give him credit for what he did today. He was incredible today defensively. I wish we could have seen more of him attacking wise, just because we couldn't, obviously, because of the red card. But today he was incredible. As much as Araujo, when he came on, also incredible, because he stepped up massively. Kubarsi was a loss, but then Araujo came in and stepped up. He's like, don't worry, guys. I'm gonna do my job, and he completely shut down Pardavi, the striker from Benfica. He completely shut him down. He completely shut down any threats from shots from Benfica. He was just incredible as well, as much as the rest of the defense. But those two, Araujo and Jules Koundé, were amazing today. And then, as much as there was a little bit of, just stress of us just getting constantly, we just constantly kept on just bombing the ball forward, because we couldn't play from the back. Like Benfica weren't giving us space. They were pressuring us. Right? We couldn't play from the back. That's why SZCZESNY just kept bombing forward, and that's the reason Lewa stayed on for sure, because he's the only tall presence that we have to try to win those, even though he maybe won like once. But yeah, it was a game. It was the second half of just stress, but then around the 60th minute, out of nowhere, the defender, I think Diaz was his name, from the Benfica, one of the Benfica center backs, messes up a pass to Carreras. I think that was the left back's name, if I'm not mistaken. Rafinha intercepts it, and from outside the box, what the fuck? Bangs it in, baby. Bangs it in, bro. That is the player that we need. That is the clutch player that we need, ladies and gentlemen. That is the clutch player that we need. Rafinha stepped up in that second half. Stepped up, especially in that moment. Bangs it in. When they showed the replay, a little bit of luck, going through the legs of Otamendi. He took a little slight deflection, but at the same time, bro, it was just a bang. Banger from Rafinha. Brings us up 1-0. 60th minute, I'm pretty sure around there. And, thank God, bro. Thank God. Like I was saying moments before that, I was like, hopefully we get a goal at least. But then I'm like, I'm asking for too much. But Rafinha was like, no, you're not, motherfucker. You know who I is? You know who I is? I'm GOAT Rafinha. I'm Ballon d'Or Rafinha. I got you, buddy. And he got me for sure. He got me. Because what a banger he scored. 1-0 up. Thank God. And from there on, all we had to do was defend. Because Benfica, at that point, they're just going to put all their firepower going forward. They made multiple substitutions and just, brought in more attackers, trying to bring in as much threat as possible. But it was just a defensive masterclass from Barcelona today. As much as from the defense, again, from SZCZESNY, who was just incredible today. But, yeah, I think one of the main things that I questioned for sure in the live stream, and I think some people probably questioned, was Lamine Yamal coming on for Ferran Torres, because I think Lamine was for sure in that first half and a little bit in the second half. He was a spark for us going forward. Trying to create the chances. He's the one feeding Rafinha when he was making runs. He's always a difference maker, right? So that was a questionable, but at the same time, I have the feeling that he took him off, because there was this one play where Benfica, I think the most dangerous chance was when Parlevis squared, hit it up, hit it out, but that was a dangerous chance, and it came from Jules Koundé not seeing one of the players overlapping, and that was Yamal's player. He had to follow him. He had to defend him. He had to go and chase him down, and he didn't. He left them all alone, and he got the cross in. It was a very dangerous chance for Benfica, and they almost scored from that. So I'm thinking that's the reason, because he was just probably seeing that Yamal wasn't on it defensively, so he wanted to bring Ferran in so Rafinha can go to the right, and he's gonna always help out defensive wise. And so yeah, so I think that was the main reason for the sub. And it was a good sub in the end, because Rafinha was always, you always get 100% from Rafinha. He's always going to put in work, and he did put in the work in that second half. But yeah, I think besides that, just again, defensive masterclass. Towards the end, they got multiple corner kicks were very wasteful. Benfica today was just very wasteful, very limp shots, not accurate shots, or not many threats at all in the box when their corner kicks from their crosses. Again, towards the end, they started putting more dangerous crosses in, which they almost scored. But at the end, it was just great defending for Barcelona. Again, the presence of Araujo in the box was just incredible today. He kept blocking a lot of their shots, and Inigo too, but mostly Araujo. But yeah, Benfica today were just not on it. They were not on it attacking wise. Like on attack, their players attacking wise were just not on it at all. They were missing and just being wasteful, so wasteful. Thankfully for us, but yeah. Oh man, thankfully, the likes of Jedi Martin came on as well. The likes of who else came on? Obviously Ferran, Gerard Martin, Casado came on, and Gerard Martin came on and was solid, bro. He's been like Martin. I was wrong about you. I was wrong about you. I don't think you are a full on starter yet. I think you are getting there up there, but he's improving. He's improving week in week out with Barcelona. Those little minutes that he gets, he's been improving. He's been showing some levels of improvement. So, especially defensively wise, like he's better than Bali defensively wise. It's just attacking wise. Bali just outclasses him attacking wise. But Martin came on and was very solid. Locked down the whole the right side, was very good, and Casado, a little bit iffy when he came on. But besides that, oh man, it was thank God we got the win today, because going away with the deficit, either 2 or 1 would have been bad. But thankfully we got the win. We're not going to the Montjuic. The second leg will be played on Tuesday at the Montjuic Stadium with a 1-goal lead. Hopefully we take advantage. Obviously, Kubarsi is going to be out for that second leg. But from their end, they're missing their left back for that second leg, who is pretty decent as well. But and I don't know if Di Maria will be back for that, but I don't even think Di Maria is like a major pivotal player for them as of now. But thankfully, we got the win. Thankfully, we're going away with the lead, and we'll see what happens in the Madrid on Tuesday. I'm still confident. Like I said that this was going to be a difficult match just because Benfica are a good side who have a good game plan and trying to break us down. But the difference between us and them is that we have key clutch players like Rafinha was today. Because Rafinha in that first half was not great, but then the second half, out of nowhere, does this and gets you the win. So that's the difference between us and a team like Benfica. So kudos to Benfica. They did, they tried it. They tried, but they just weren't clinical enough. They weren't good enough, and we were. So thankfully. And I also got to say, as PSG, haha, take that L, mother effers. Cry me a river. Usman Dembele is the best player in the world. Luis Enrique. Cry me a river. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know down in the comments what you thought about the game. Who was your man of the match? It's between SZCZESNY and Koundé for me, but SZCZESNY 100% deserves it because he was just so clutch today. And yeah, so let me know in the comments what you guys thought about the match. Who was your man of the match? What do you expect the next scoreline is going to be for the next match on Tuesday? I will be live for that game, so make sure to tune in. Follow all my socials down below. I'm live on TikTok. I'm live on Twitch. I'm live on YouTube, so follow me down below. Much love to you all. I'll see you in the next video, and